welcome back, Life with Us TV. Your girl Lynette.
And your boy, 𝓔𝓵.
Alright, like we had said in the previous video, we're sorry this took so long for us to do, but we actually just finished recording another video where we did a Q&A session of you all's questions about our trip to Jamaica. This actually will be the all about traveling to Jamaica. Before you even leave United States or wherever you may be coming from, go ahead and register your trip. Here in the US, we register our trip with the Department of State called STAP. And that way, if something were to happen where you are, they will know where you are. I mean, they take all of your information. They know your passport number. They know what hotel resort you're staying at. They know your flight numbers. So if anything were to happen surrounding any of that detailed information, your government will know where you are. I learned this from the 𝓔𝓵 Chronicles. If you do not watch their channel, they are a vlogging channel that actually focuses on travel. I learned that if I didn't do anything else, travel with ink pens. I didn't realize how much I would need ink pens, and everybody else around me needed ink pens. When you get on those flights, they're just passing you documents that you have to fill out before you land. You have to fill out your customs documents, your immigration, I mean, all of that stuff.
And this thing is items that you may need. A waterproof phone case, which is that. A lot of the phones now are waterproof, which mine, I have a LG G6. I didn't need that, but you need it for the sound quality. What happens is if the water gets into the speakers, it's gonna muffle out the sound. If you want to still have a video, have sound, put it in a waterproof case. The next thing is a Tyrus RFID neck wallet.
This is the one I picked up, and we will have links to everything down in the bottom bar down in the description field. This thing saved my life. I had my passport in this. I had Stanley's passport in this. I had my money in it. I had my ID, everything. And I literally traveled with this around my neck, tucked right here, where I had feel of where my stuff was at all times. All my documentation fit right in this small little puppy right here.
Passport holder. These are gonna be very, very important because you all know passports look alike. So we kept on going in our bags, had to pull our passports out, had to go all the way back and slip and see whose passport is who. It got ridiculous. Please get those. Also, a travel backpack. Now this is what I carry. So I had all my stuff in here. Came in very handy.
And this actually folds up into its own little pouch. So when it's not being used, it's literally this big.
This thing is a female slim wallet.
Okay, this is the one that I took with me. Slim to the point. Has the same RFID technology in it.
Fellas, we didn't forget about you. The male slim wallet. Must have. I was so glad that I purchased this, and I've been still using this since Jamaica.
It's not even.
I haven't even went back to my regular wallet. This is how convenient this bad boy is, and this has the RFID technology in it too, so you can't scan your credit cards and stuff. It's an undershirt wallet.
It looks just like this, but it's like half the size. And it sits flushly right under your boobage area. So no one actually knows you even have it.
And this thing is TSA lock. Those will come in very handy. Of course, TSA still can get into those, but
and this actually has a dual purpose. If you do not want to put your stuff in those safes at the resorts, because we all know they can get into those if they really wanted to. They can get into anything if they really wanted to. But you can take your luggage, and you know each luggage thing has 2 zippers that meet. Use this. Put your important documentation in there and lock it in your luggage and take your key with you. More than likely, no one's gonna break your luggage to go into your stuff. That's a dead giveaway that they looking for something or they taking something.
Next thing, people, we wouldn't even think about this. First aid kit for Band-Aids, Neosporin, things like that. Tylenol, ibuprofen. You can get muscle aches from walking around so much. And the last thing is a luggage scale, because if you don't have one of these, because you know all the airports have a weight limit on your luggage.
This was lifesaver.
I think majority of them is like 40, 50 pounds, something like that. But they'll charge you so much extra. I think I've seen high as like $65 on top of the price you have to pay to check your bag anyway. So get you a luggage scale.
You don't want to be that person.
Yeah, you don't want to be that person trying to figure out how to distribute the weight between all your bags so you won't get charged.
We have been there. Do not wear camo. It is illegal. Camo is only for the military and the police department. If you wear it, you will go through what I went through. Go ahead and refer to the previous video.
The next thing, drivers are crazy in Jamaica. And we just not saying that, even they say it. Our private drivers say Jamaicans cannot drive. Let's put it to you this way. You could be going down the highway like 95 or whatever your interstate is, and a big Mack truck can be coming straight at you and only turn like seconds before hitting your car.
Yeah. And it's normal. No one flinches.
Yeah, he didn't flinch. We was like this. Over here, we drive on the right side, going this way, and then coming this way on the left side. It's opposite over there. And so that messes you up too.
Next thing I would say, map out the distance from the airport to your resort. And you may even have to go on like TripAdvisor and to see what people are actually saying in minutes. Yeah. Because it told us that it was 15 miles. I was like, oh, 15 miles, not gonna take long to get there. Maybe 20, 25 minutes. You're thinking in US. Our resort was 45 minutes away from the airport. Then each excursion that we were even remotely interested in were an hour and 40, a couple of hours away from the resort that we stayed in. So when you're planning a trip like this, be mindful of those things, because that can make or break your trip and the experiences that you may be able to have.
Conditions over in Jamaica is a whole lot different than over here, because when we were traveling to the resort, we went through a lot of impoverished areas, in which they even talk about that over there. When our driver really gave us a good education over there. But the good thing was, they did not treat you how they lived. So like, for example, over here, if somebody's from the hood, when you go out in public and see them, or at the restaurant, Wendy's, McDonald's, they're gonna treat you hood, not them. But they trying to come up though.
Oh yeah, they do well.
Yeah, they do very well. They got, I'm telling you, they're smart.
They hustlers.
Yeah, they hustlers. So when you traveling from the airport to your resort,
don't get scared.
Don't get scared. You're gonna go through them. You're gonna go through those areas, but you're gonna be good though.
Research the difference between private car and taxi. Over here, if we catch a taxi or an Uber or a Lyft, we have that car to ourselves. We know we're gonna go from where we got from to where we intended to go.
Yeah.
Over there is different, and I heard so many stories from the resort from people that did not book excursions, but they wanted to go out a little later on. And we were so far that taxis were like, we'll take you for $5, $10, we'll do that. And a lot of people were taking taxis and they would come back with bad experiences. Our driver let us know that they had bad experiences because the experiences were this. They get in a car, they're driving to where they said they wanted to go, but the driver is stopping along the way and picking up their family members, their friends, da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, in the taxi situation over in Jamaica, they're filling up a car and they're using your money to get to where they would need to go to.
Exactly.
So in order for you to avoid any of that, get you a private car and just buy the car out if that's the route that you want to go, if you're not going on a charter bus or you know, a motor, something like that.
So you want to check for the rainy season over there. So we know that May is definitely a rainy season in Jamaica because it rained every day we was there. It didn't mess our trip up. That's kind of deterrent for you. You might not want to go in May. All inclusive. You got to kind of think about all inclusive. Everything is included, your drinks, food. So I'm like, if you're really not a drinker, you might not want to do all inclusive. It's kind of not going to balance itself out because really they kind of up the price because they know people going to drink more alcohol than anything. So you want to definitely take that into consideration. Not only going to Jamaica, anywhere all inclusive, you want to keep that in mind that if you're a non-drinker, kind of weigh the cost out to see, okay, I might be able to go to this resort that's not all inclusive and may save thousands of dollars.
If you're offended by cannabis, don't even go.
Don't even go.
Don't go to Jamaica, period.
No.
It's everywhere.
Yep.
They free with it too.
And also be prepared to be treated like queens and kings. They are going to bend over backwards to make sure you have a good experience.
I touched on this earlier, but know that you are relatively safe. Over in Jamaica, they have the same problems that we have over here in the US. Everybody's trying to get something for nothing off of somebody else that has it.
Yeah.
They're really not going to touch a lot of the tourists, but what they will do is those people that are working hard out there, that's taking us from resort to resort, from this place to that place, they're targeting them. Because they know more than likely they have been tipped with cash money. So they'll wait just as good until we're out of the car, out of sight, and they may hem them up. So just know that you are relatively safe over there, that you aren't the primary target. You hear so many people say, you know, Jamaica's not safe. I felt safer in Jamaica than I feel here, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really do.
Make sure you bring you a huge cup. And not only don't think about because of the Club Mobe, because even you don't go Club Mobe, you still gonna need the big cup. Because what people was doing, because it's all inclusive, they go and get the bartender to make their drinks in their big cups to cut down on their frequency, because you got so many people at the bar trying to get drinks, so sometimes you had to wait for them to get back to you. But if you got your big cup, you have yourself a good time. Matter of fact, it was this white lady in the pool.
Oh, that float?
Yeah. She had a cup of this big.
Yeah.
She was towed up. She was like, y'all make sure y'all bring y'all big cups next time.
She said, ain't nobody tell y'all. I said, nope, ain't nobody tell me. But next year, I'll be ready. I'll be ready for y'all. And we ain't no heavy drinkers.
Around about the third day, I was like, I don't know about to do this, man.
Travel with single currency. Dollar bills go a long way over there. They're very appreciative.
Yes,
I tip my goddamn tail off. So
yeah,
make sure that you are traveling
making it rain
with more singles than you are, you know, with big bills. Make sure that you also have paper copies of your documents as well. Your passport. If someone steals your passport, do you know your information by heart? No, you don't. And also, Club Mobe, all of those things are like voucher. You're in immigration, you can't pull out your phone, you can't do nothing. So if something goes wrong with your, you know, your purchase, or, you know, trying to get in, you're not in the system, you need paper documentation to be like, I'm supposed to be in here, because that happened to us. Sometimes your electronics will fail you.
That's it. We hope that you found this video informative. We hope that's gonna help you plan your trip to Jamaica. And we didn't say this, just make sure you have a good time. Yeah, you know, that's a whole lot that we went through right there, but just have a good time, you and your family. Again, stay tuned for the next videos coming that we're going to be talking about the Grand Palladium. So just in case you want to go and stay there, we're going to give you what we know about it so you can be informed when you get there. Straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South.
2 up, 2 down.
Holla.